Welcome to Rayman Revolution, as I like to call it, Rayman cutscenes. We're playing Japanese right now. It's the fastest version. You're gonna see some weird textures, such as Rayman being blue. Glowbox has a slightly different model. So in this run, we're gonna collect all the masks that we need to save the world. It's the main collectible, basically. And it's gonna be good. I would like to let go of my mic now, though.
Give me a sec. Can you find some tape, maybe? It keeps swaying because of the weight.
Someone needs to time as well. In a bit. I'll say.
Marathon just started.
It's about. Okay.
Can you hold this for a second?
Well, no.
No. Can you hold this for a second?
And time start now. Okay. So first we have to escape from the jail. This is where the original game gets its name, The Great Escape. This is The Great Escape. It's literally 11 seconds of sliding, and then another cutscene. So in this category there are not as many cutscenes as in the any percent. That's why I love it way more. There's way more way more playability to it, way more skill, way more optimization. So, yeah. It almost works. So Rayman being blue, it looks kind of weird. There are other models as well. Everyone's slightly different, but this is probably one. That and Lee. So this is the main reason why Japanese is faster. This dialogue in any percent is really long, especially if you're on PAL. The text scrolls way slower, and we're gonna go to our first skip now. It's not that big, but I hope I get it anyways. So what I did there, I hit the cage, I jumped back, and I jumped forward again. What happened was I triggered... I went to the place that Rayman would normally get a dialogue, and then I jumped out of it instantly. So what you'll see me doing is walking diagonally constantly. That's because in Rayman Revolution, for God knows what reason, they decided to make diagonal movement be horizontal movement plus vertical movement, which means it's the square root of 2 faster because of Pythagoras. So you see me constantly going diagonal everywhere, and that's where the optimization comes from in this game. And this was actually a really good Woods of Light. So what you'll see about the teensies, if you're familiar with Rayman at all, their eyes are kawaii, really big, and they look like weird aliens. This cutscene is another factor why Japanese is faster, because we have to skip dialogue here as well. At home, I can't run Japanese for this long because of my console. It doesn't work well with Japanese. That's why we actually have a chance of getting a world record. And we're certainly on pace for that at the moment, so yeah. Once we're out of the Woods of Light, the cutscenes are gonna be less bad. But that's, I guess, the worst part about the run is just watching the same cutscenes. but it does give you a lot of time to explain some stuff. So the rest of the run is going to consist of wrong warps, super jumps, and overall out of bounds fun, which is not at all the case in Rayman 2: The Great Escape. So you can, yeah, you could say they kind of messed up with this with this port. Even though personally I think it's way more fun to play because it's way faster. So that load was fine. Sometimes Japanese has problems with loads, and it looks as if it's just fine, so nothing to worry about. So first we're gonna have a swimming lesson because swimming is hard. But we are not gonna just go onto shore after our swimming lesson. No, we're gonna do this and go through the wall and swim through the overworld, because we need to hit a certain trigger of a level we can't reach yet with normal means, which is the Bayou. Now in this game, the villain Razorbeard has a couple of cutscenes play in front of certain levels. And this is the first one. Though if I use this glitch, what I just did there was I said I wanted to save. I have a full memory card. It tells me that I don't have space. Then I say, well, then don't save at all. Then it says the game has not been saved, but it asks me again if I want to save. What happens is it reset the level for some reason. And because there are multiple cutscenes on this map of Razorbeard, it loads the second one because it's things that were for the second time on the map. And thus, after the cutscene, it sends me to the level which usually comes after that cutscene, which is in the last overworld. And therefore, we skip the first overworld, the second overworld, we skip everything. In any percent, this is really useful because that's why we can beat the game in about 13 minutes. But in all masks, it allows us to do all the mask levels in any order we want. So for us, this means we are going to do the third mask first, because we get some power-ups from that, which you would normally have to get in different levels. So first, some overworld navigation. So what you saw me do there was I went into the precipice and then I went back immediately, and it just sent me to the overworld that's connected to the precipice. We're gonna do one of the prettiest skips out there now. We call it Biddy Tank skip. We skip over an arena with a boss in it, called Boss Biddy Tank, and yeah, we're gonna try and jump over it in one leap. So yeah. So we're gonna save cancel again, but this time we do some different stuff. And yeah. Okay. So I'm saving while I'm playing, and because jump and the button for confirm are the same button, we fly all the way up, and we can just hover to wherever we want, really. And in this case, that's over the Biddy Tank arena. So what happens is we kind of jump, it saves, and the speed you get for the next frame gets extended over all the frames that it saves, and that's why it gives you that enormous jump. So you're not supposed to jump across that gap, but because of diagonal jumping, you go way further as well. So you can reach places they didn't really think about, basically. Yo Nexus. Yo Pink. I suddenly realized that I can read chat. Thank you. Yeah. Hello everyone. Did anyone post it in the Discord yet?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yo Pixel, yo Alex. Shoutouts to the Rayman Discord. It's a really fun community. It's also pretty bad, but it's really good at the same time. So this is Lee, the fairy. As you can see, she doesn't look too healthy. She maybe needs to eat a burger. Look at her nose. Look at the. She looks like she had plastic surgery and it just didn't go right. Like her nose is like. So
This is weird.
So here we get the power to hover, but for some reason it gives us the power to swing on purple lumps as well, which we really need. Otherwise we had to do the fairy glade first, and that takes just like 10 minutes or something. So I'm really glad that we found this. And because of this and other things, the run gets really fast. So last time, well, 2 times ago, I guess, I also ran this on BSG for the first time on console back then. But since then, there have been huge developments. Actually, like a week after the run, I think, we found some really groundbreaking stuff, which saves about 10 minutes, which is a lot in like in an hour, like. So the loading problem seems to be with my console, Lekbu. It was working fine with Regold, so I'm gonna have to buy a new console again. Okay, so this is one of the hardest gaps in the game. I passed it pretty easily, but that gap is basically it's already a pretty tight gap in the original, but because in Revolution everything has to be detailed and stuff, they added extra thorns. But if you hit those, you die as well. So it's really hard to get through. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that weights the thing down so much.
So first we have a big kind of auto-scrollery part. It's not really an auto-scroller. You can go slower, you can go faster. I'm gonna try to do it as fast as possible. Normally it's the same time every time, but sometimes you have to correct yourself and it goes a little bit worse. You can see everywhere is like lag, and that's because this game is very long, so it has to render a lot at the same time. Especially with all the thorns and stuff. And keep in mind that this is one of the first real PS2 games. This was, I think, released in 2000, so it's pretty young for the it's pretty old for the PS2, which makes it kind of unoptimized in parts. So now we're gonna go to our first boss. Normally this is, I think, the second boss or something. Second, depends on what you count as a boss. And he's called Fouch, or Fooch. I call him Fouch. He's scary and he punches you down. And he, for some reason, he makes it so you can't hover over lava anymore. And we're gonna try to do something that we call Fouch skip. And what do you know? We tried to skip Fouch. Yeah. And I think it's pretty cool looking skip. I know some people in the chat think it's really cool. It was really hard before. It's doable on N64 as well, but it's really hard, and that's why I think it looks so cool on this version. So normally you have to hit those stalactites on his dumb head, but now we're not gonna do that because it's a waste of time, really. Gonna try to bounce on this though. Go up. No! What the hell? Aw, that's really sad. That's the second time I missed it on BSG. I never miss it. It's ridiculous. Should I do it again? Should I try again? It's really easy. Then go for it, yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't like your memes be memes, guys. Let it be known. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Whoop! Okay. He can still he can actually still chase you because if you get behind Fouch, he just charges you like a madman. So if you don't do that fast enough, then he's gonna wreck you basically, and that's why you have to walk a specific route. I'm gonna make a tutorial. I'm making a tutorial on this category, by the way, and I explain all the details slightly better in that video than in this video. So this is the third mask normally, but it's our first mask. There's gonna be 4 of these cutscenes. 2 are not that long and 2 are pretty long. Okay, so we're now gonna have to skip 2 teensies, which is really something else. The first one is very doable. You just hold A when coming out of the portal. The portal kind of launches you, and the teensy doesn't see you, so he doesn't talk to you. The second one is he's more sneaky. He turns around and he really wants to talk to me, and the only way I'll avoid that is to get a frame perfect jump. So let's hope we get that. Okay, come on, let's get it. Fuck. Okay, well, it's not too bad on Japanese, really. It's not that long of a text on Japanese, but on PAL this is like a 12-second time loss, and it's just like, yeah. In my current PB I did get it, and that makes it very hard to run against. You saw Baby Glowbox in the corner maybe there. He also wants to talk to you. Basically the most dangerous things in this game aren't like, I don't know, spikes or lava or deadly water. No, it's NPCs trying to talk to you. Yeah. So the next level is what I call the Sanctuary of Dumb Robots. They are really dumb. They shoot each other like constantly, but they also try to shoot me. First we're gonna double save cancel. What that does, it skips the cutscene at the start. If you double save cancel, the game thinks you game over twice. So what that does is it gives you full health, because it thinks, aw, you poor thing, you can't get the level, but in reality we just pressed a couple of buttons. So you see a lot of robots here. I'm trying to dodge all of them, but it's not always as easy. Ooh, that was really scary. Okay, so first, this is basically the dumbest level, because of certain things that are wrong with Rayman 2. Targeting isn't the best in this game. If you've played this seriously, then you know this. And this level is all about carrying stuff and targeting. So it's a shit fest. So I have to carry these orbs towards little pyramids where I have to throw them up. I don't know, like that thing there. I got it. And now I have to carry this barrel along these pirates, and it's pretty scary because it can actually target the pyramid there, which is really dumb. It looks really dumb when it happens, and I get really angry when it happens. So especially when you carry the stuff, you can really see the difference between the diagonal movement and the normal movement. Just get this, and yeah, the door opens. This is actually what's pretty funny. Like, this version is it's the most broken version, basically, right? But this is the only version where you can't skip that door, which is really sad. And I've really tried to look for it, hours and hours, but yeah. Next up is a fun sliding section that hopefully I won't fuck up. What's good about this version is that they have improved the sliding physics, so now it's not total crap. It's kind of crap though. Basically, usually you wouldn't have control over your brakes at all. Not because brakes weren't a feature, but because they programmed it not very well. That was a good slide. So this is our second boss, or our first boss, Axel. I'm known for fucking this boss up without reason, so beware about that. But it's a really easy boss, really, so it should go, it should go. You can skip it, as the chat is saying, though it's ridiculous, and you see how short this boss really is, so it's not worth it unless you're Darnock and you play Rayman 2 for God knows what a reason, and you play Treasure Percent. So we're gonna get our first or our second mask. It's kind of confusing, but yeah. As the chat is saying, yes, this game is made by interns. We're pretty sure about it. This can't be professionals. Smiles all around on this mask. So, in this version of the game, the PS2 version, like, Japanese is the fastest on the PS2, but you could also buy it on the PSN, which is way faster in loads, but not as fast in text. So I think it's slightly faster, at least for any percent. But I prefer for now running on the PS2. So. Wait, oh yeah, he's talking about that there are 3 masks and stuff. It's yeah, Polycus, which is that weird leprechaun. He's basically kind of god, but he has different color pants in this version. Just so you know, so that he looks even more like a leprechaun. Yeah. And on to the next. So, there's a character in Rayman. He's a big muscular dude. He's called Clark. He is supposed to basically wreck pirates and stuff, and he's basically your buddy. But we're not gonna see him, hopefully. Only his back, if I do this correctly. If I don't, we're gonna see some more of him. But basically, we have to jump over a trigger here, which we used to not have to do, but now we do because we skip a certain level. Okay, so that was one skip, and now we're gonna do Clark's skip number 2 because he really wants to talk to me for some reason. Like, I have time for that. So there you see him. He looks like he's from Jersey Shore or something. Especially on the Japanese version, he's like orange with green. But yeah, we're gonna skip him. Normally he has to destroy a door for us, this door, which leads to the next overworld. So you'd think it's pretty important, but we're gonna just do this, basically. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do... Fuck! It still doesn't lose time, by the way, so it's... Okay, I have to do this correctly now. God... Okay. It's not that hard. Maybe? Yeah. Oh, dude. Okay. What? I wanted to go back. Okay, so I only had 1 hour of sleep tonight, so so there we go. It's a very well designed ledge. It's actually it's pretty hard, but normally at home this works. Yeah, Frozen. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, I don't know. Different TV, pressure, lag. Guys, it's everything besides me. So we're gonna go to our third or second sanctuary, which is the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire. You might think, but we already did that. No, that's the Lava Sanctuary. That's completely different. Don't even think it's the same. So we're gonna do another PMS jump, playable menu state jump. First we're gonna double save cancel so that we have full health. And after that we're gonna do an actual hard skip on NTSC. It's not hard on PAL, but it can be really inconsistent on NTSC. So, I'm gonna turn around here. We are really high up at the moment. Like you wouldn't believe. Look at how high up we are. This is... I got it, don't worry. Don't worry. Like the big time losses have not yet happened. It's not world record though, but whatever. Yo, Rip Shark. So this skip, normally really easy, even on emulator, really easy, but for some reason on NTSC, on console, it's a bitch. So let's try it. Go through you. This is what I mean. Normally it would have gone through already like 10 times there, but it's not as easy with. Ooh. Oh, okay, I got it. Second try is fine. Like second try is great for console NTSCJ. Oh, where am I? Okay. Can I see chat? Oh. Okay, so next level is actually it has nothing to do with skips. It's just really hard for some reason. This is not a hard game usually, but it's hard for a reason. So we're on this plum, bouncing down a river of lava. I don't know. I didn't think of it, but what you have to do is propel yourself with your shots. And normally you would have some upgrades by now to allow you to get rate of fire, which makes it way easier to control, basically. As you saw, my plum is gone, and that's why I'm going slow now. You can see that we still have the hover over lava power up, which actually comes in handy later in this level. We can use it to go out of bounds, even though that's not that useful in this level. We can do it, which is always nice. So we have to die here, and then yeah. This part is surprisingly not that hard. You just kind of bounce. It's hard to do well, but at least I'm ahead of last run. Basically, this level is the longest, probably the longest segment of the thing, of the game. That or Iron Mountains, but this this level is really weirdly made. Like every part of the level is there. We can go out of bounds, so you would think that we could just go anywhere, but it doesn't load in important things like loading triggers, and it's kind of sad, because otherwise we wouldn't have to carry this orb everywhere. I really dislike this orb. If we didn't have to carry this, the run would be like 3 minutes faster, at least, maybe 5. It's really dumb. Oh, that was pretty fast. That I already killed one there. I really dislike these flies. They make me drop my orb. The TV is doing some weird, like, coloring. I don't know if that shows up on the capture, but...
No.
Okay. Like, there's like a red shade to everything. I don't know. It doesn't show up, I guess. But you guys can see it, right? Like the red shadow.
Probably the security itself.
Yeah. So this is one of the most scripted plums in the game for some reason. I don't know why they put so much effort into this section. It was literally only that. That was it. But yeah, a lot of scripts attached to it. So now we have to do another fun slide. Let's hope I don't fall off or anything. But first we have to watch a cutscene. It's a really important one. We see that disc goes up and then the shot pans for no apparent reason. And it goes on for way too fucking long. This is what I mean. So this is how long it is. So you go up. And there's another loading trigger. So you would think it's another map, but it's not. It's it just loads in some I don't know. Some items, some lums, I guess. It loads that in, and loading triggers. That's basically it. So normally you would have to get on the plum there, but going like this is as fast, if not faster. It's probably faster, and it's way easier as well. So it's faster and easier, and it looks better. It's the best kind of skips. So jumping while sliding is the fastest, but it's also really scary basically, because you have way less control of where you're gonna go. And that's that part. And now we're back in this room, but it didn't need a loading screen. So normally we would be able to get here instantly as well, but it wouldn't show up with the mask. It only would show up with a portal, which is weird. It's like as if we beat the game or beat the level already. Then it shows up with a small spiraling portal. So this was already a third mask. We only have to get one mask anymore. And normally, what I did last time as well on BSG, we had to fight a whole bunch of pirates, Space Invader style. But we don't have to do that anymore. We have found a way, a really weird way, and we don't know why it works, but it works. So be grateful for it, because the fight was really dumb. It skips it. It does trigger it, but it doesn't lock you in place like Space Invaders. So you can just go to the end trigger. And once again, we're gonna use our hover that we got in the first level that we did. Chat is saying that it looks very dark for them. That's, yeah, okay. Is that the capture, or because it looks okay?
Looks like people are trolling your boy. Yeah.
Okay, man.
Looks fine to me.
Okay.
Yeah, looks okay.
I mean, black is black, but that's kind of obvious.
Okay, so normally you would get hover and you would get to go to the Skull Cave, to the Tomb of the Ancients, which is in the Skull Cave. This is called the Skull Cave. Maybe you know why. But they forgot to do something, make it solid everywhere. So yeah, you get kind of a situation where you can go out of bounds pretty easily. And you saw maybe the cutscene bars like tightening. Basically, we're in a cutscene right now. We have to wait. This is a quality cutscene, as you can see. Clark, you saw Clark running away there, and me after him, because we don't have time for that. And now we're gonna do a PMS jump. This is actually the hardest, probably. Well, at least I think it's the hardest. Because I don't know, you can't see shit basically. So basically, normally Clark would bash open this door, but we haven't done any levels that warrant that, so we have to jump over. And we're not gonna jump over a little bit, we're gonna jump over way too high, because this is console. As you can see, we're really high up. And we will have to try to get into the door, but it's pretty hard. I got it? Yeah, I got it. Nice. you of all people should know what happened. Yeah. I did well, don't worry. I don't think this can world record still, but like, I really have no clue how much Japanese affects all the dialogue, so... Nah, but vouch skip, missing vouch skip, and then losing the plum probably is too much. So this is a really bad pirate. He's really angry at me always. He shoots so many fucking rockets. I'm so like, it's so hard to dodge. That's why I double save canceled beforehand. Also, that pirate is also really angry at me. It's this is a really angry level for everyone. Also, my favorite skip, this one saves 1 second approximately, but it's pretty and it's dumb. They just forgot to patch in a wall, and you just go through. It's yeah, it's pretty fun. So if you double save cancel before this level, like literally in the save screen before this, the level will be glitched. There are some levels that have this. You can't hit the switches in the first room, and the end trigger isn't on the balloon. So you just land on the balloon and that's it. Basically, you're done. There's no cutscene that starts or anything like this. Now the most important cutscene of all, guys. Guys, look at this.
Yeah.
This is
Amazing.
this is the smallest map in Rayman, because it's literally, yeah. And I get 1 second of play. I could jump.
Nice.
And that's it. No.
It's beautiful.
And now I'm gonna double save cancel again to skip a cutscene and to get full health, which is needed for the boss at the end of this stage. So basically, because we're doing all masks, we get to see a lot of bosses, which some bosses are fine and some are not. This is one of those that are not that okay. Okay, that was weird. Okay, let's hope I don't get hit. Oh, that was really fast, actually. I've never had it that fast. Favorite part coming up. Hope I don't fuck it up. I didn't fuck it up. This is really, I think it's a really cool part because it's really fast. Normally you have to do all sorts of things with the switches, but the physics are so fun with that shell. It's great. So we're gonna have to fight someone now, and he's called Grolem 13. I don't know what happened to Grolem 1 to 12. Probably someone beat them all or something. I don't know why they keep still making Grolems, but yeah. He throws wind at me. He's really, really scary. At least he doesn't talk to me. Whoa. Intimidation alone. Even though he looks the same as the other two. In the American version, he has a smiley face. So what we have to do, get this. You hit clouds back at him. And then yeah, it's great. Wow, Linky. So it's a miracle that you don't get typed out. Just kidding. So you have to dodge electricity, you have to dodge stuff. It's kind of RNG. It's not really hard most of the time. Sometimes you'll miss a cloud because it's just impossible to hit. Like, yeah. It's actually possible to jump towards that. Okay, that's an example of a glitch cloud that you just hit and it just doesn't work. Like, that's Rayman Revolution. Like, in Rayman 2 you don't really have that, but something really just doesn't work of the gameplay. Like, it's a shame, really. So this is another level you can't double save cancel for because the camera will be so broken. You can literally go infinitely far up and you can do all kinds of weird shit. Also, the stream appears to be not that dark at the moment. It seems to be super bright. Yeah. That's the same thing with my capture card. Like, dark spots are really dark, and spots like these are like really white. I don't know why, if you're weak to electricity, that you go up and sit at the clouds, but whatever, like, it's his choice. I actually got hit by him in that thing. That's, like, really hard to do, actually, because his hitbox when he charges you is really small for some reason. Okay, I got him. Yay! So there's a sound glitch now. The helicopter sound keeps playing, even though you can clearly see Rayman walking in a bit. Wait, it didn't happen this time. That's the first time it has happened. It didn't happen in like a year or something. I don't know. So now we're gonna watch Polycus do some magic with his polygonal arms. Look at that. He has like one polygon for his entire forearm. This is basically why Rayman is limbless, because it looks way better. It just... This cutscene is also way shorter on Japanese, I suppose. So we might actually still save some time. I don't think it's possible to world record though. World record is 52:05 by yours truly, and that's on PAL. Okay, so this happens when you get masks and then you get teleported to the overworld. That normally happens as well, but this time it's fancy, so it takes a long time. Wow, Pixel, you can't. Pixel, you can't. Shoutouts to the meme master, Pixel or PXPR. Don't come near him.
Me? Yeah, you lost it when he said
Yeah. So now all we have to do is fight our boss. So normally you would have to do all the levels in the last overworld to get to the last boss. But they forgot to remove the trigger when you're not supposed to get in there. So we can just super jump in there. And I really, really hope that I get it first try, because this run has not been the greatest. Come on. Okay. I have to kind of count, so people please be quiet. I'm not satisfied with this. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Got it. So basically, that's the main part of the run gone. We just have to beat the boss. I'm not that good at the boss, really. I'm good at the second phase, but the first phase is glitched kind of for me. So I don't actually know what kind of time this will be. Probably 55. Yeah, I know, but I don't know what kind of time it will be. So I think a 55 or something. Sounds right. World record is no longer possible. If it were possible, I would be more hype right now, but yeah. Well, that and it would mean that we could skip another cutscene. More cutscene skips, yeah. But it can be really annoying as a streamer just doing this, but I guess I'll not do that. Okay. First phase, hit bombs back at the robot. At the goofy robot. Stay at the edge to skip a cycle. Normally he jumps towards you, but he thinks it's too scary when you're close to the edge. So that's good. Can I somehow make him skip a cycle? No. No quick cycle. That's not. I got him. Okay. Let's do fun stuff. Well! Okay. That looked weird. So now it's a cutscene and the last phase. We get to see some more of Derpley, because we needed that in our lives. Look at her. It looks so dumb. Like, she looks so different in the European versions. She looks like she's legitimately on crack. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I can totally do magic, dude. Yeah. The Rayman Discord is strong on this stream. Yeah, we need FSC. Okay, so RNG is coming up. Believe it or not, it's gonna basically save 7 seconds if it's good. If it's bad, well, whatever. It's not gonna be. Yeah. And now it's literally me versus a robot inside of a robot in lava. Inside a robot ship even. Very, No good RNG. Rip the run. That yeah, guys, I couldn't help it. I got bad RNG. I couldn't get world record. That was yeah, it was impossible. I'm sorry. So you have to shoot him down basically. But what you can do is go up here, and you'll probably think, don't crash. But I won't. I will teleport to the secret section of the level, which basically has a little power up, which we really need at the moment. It's infinite shots, which makes this boss really, well, really quick. Time is coming in a bit. I'll say when it comes. Time is now. 54:31. That's fine, honestly. That's fine. And the villain escapes. So where's Rayman 4, guys? Well, it happened. No, Rayman 3 is the best game. So. Ship explodes. By the way, that ship where we were just standing on, that was the crow's nest. It's a huge ass ship. It's ridiculous. And now we get to see Rayman's funeral. Look, there we have Lee sitting on a tree, probably stoned out of her mind. The rest is just mourning the loss of Rayman. We didn't even see Glowbox in the run. But yeah, all they have left is a shoe. Rip. Oh. Guys. It's magical.
It's moving.
What? What's that? What's that? Oh. What? What is that?
Could it be?
Oh. It's Japanese weeb Rayman. Oh. Yeah. Just a foot. And it got attached. It's pretty easy if you're Rayman. So yeah. That's the game basically. Lee finally stood up. This is the first time she even stands in the game. Normally she's just in a Buddha position. And the rest is credits. We can look at our stats, but it's all in Japanese, so I don't really know what is going on. Well, we see a nice man playing. Also, the names of some of these people. Yoda, Calamity.
Where are all the Wii characters?
Yeah.
The Moon Runes.
The Moon Runes. You'll see them at the end.
This is not
Bartman. You have. There's one called like Sex or something. It's really weird. I guess it's French. Mike